If you just look at the final score tonight, you missed the big story. Yes, Carolina beats Duke 88-72, but in the first half minute of action tonight, Zion Williamson, the likely #1 pick in the upcoming NBA draft, went down, injured his right knee, went through his left shoe. Coach K now, live on SportsCenter, talking about what you'd expect.
The injury with Zion, obviously, whatever. The very first thing is just to address that. It's a mild knee sprain. The knee is stable. We don't know how long he'll be out. I think we'll find out more about that. So that's that. It's crazy that the 2 games we've lost here, something's happened in the first part of the game. And the preparation that you would have for the game is obviously based on your players being there, and especially he and RJ, who are the key guys, and so it puts everyone in a state of trying to figure it out while you're playing an outstanding team. That's not a good situation, and I thought our guys really played hard in the first half. We were knocked back after that injury. You could see it. And they went ahead, and they played well, especially their 2 really veteran guys played great.
Entering tonight's game, Williamson was averaging over 22 points per game, trailing only R.J. Barrett for the most in the ACC. Williamson also ranked 3rd in rebounds per game, averaged 2.3 steals per game, best in the conference. New on SportsCenter. Here's the other side of the story. Here's Roy.
It was a heck of a game. I thought that we needed to do a better job on the backboards than we did. But be honest. Everybody be honest. When the big fella goes out of the game, it changes a lot of stuff for them. Zion Williamson, I've never seen anything like him, and that was a huge blow for them. And having that happen during the course of the game, you don't have time to prepare for it. So I hated that part of it because I think he's such a wonderful kid. But that was a huge blow for them at that time, there's no question. And guys, I'd just ramble, so I'd rather you guys ask questions.
Here's old Roy. All right, Duke, North Carolina. Before they started playing basketball, it was actually square there. Zion, he was the big attraction. I mean, the President of the United States, former president, showed up to watch this thing. And here we go. The first possession of the game for Duke ends up in a layup the other way. Yeah, it's Zion down. Blows up his shoe, right? The whole thing comes off. Gasps. There he is. We just plant the foot, and out we go. Left shoe gone. And then Zion out for the rest of the game. We heard Coach K just now. Mild knee sprain. Not a timetable yet on when he might be available. To get more information on that tomorrow. Meanwhile, Luke May, he took over because there was nobody in the middle to stop him without Zion. 34 points in the paint in the first half, 14 courtesy of May. They scored 62 of their 88 points in this game in the paint. Wild sequence end of the first half, which really changed a lot of the complexion here. Dan Shulman.
White draws a crowd. Shot clock's at 6. A force by Reddish. And it belongs to Carolina. They can get the last look. Johnson out ahead of them.
He missed it.
And he missed the layup. And then a steal by Woods, and they got time to come back again. Another great pass, and Brooks will slam it home on the feed from Woods.
How poorly handled the end of half was for Duke and how well it was handled for North Carolina.
That bumps the lead up to double digits at intermission, 42-32 second half. More of the same off a Cam Reddish miss. May rebounds, passes ahead to Johnson, drops up to Colby White, who was just 3 of 14 from the field, but he made that one. 15-point lead. 7th, Wood. He finds May. May had a gigantic game in this one. 30 points, 15 rebounds. In we go again. Lead is 17. Here it's 14. Ball movement inside. We've got it. Tar Heels just keep relentlessly pounding. We go up top. Brandon Robinson to Brooks, catch and score. UNC wins at 88-72. Johnson had 26. And again, Zion Williamson had 0 in 33 seconds of playing time. Not a long road trip, but not a tough one sometimes for North Carolina. Defeating Number 1 Duke 4 times in Durham. 1980, Al Wood led the Tar Heels with 20. That was first time. 89, North Carolina pulled off a 91-71 upset over the number 1 team. Scott Williams scored 22 points, handed the Blue Devils their first loss of the season in that one. Duke senior night 2006. Freshman Tyler Hansbrough spoiled that night for J.J. Redick and Sheldon Williams. He scored 26 points and grabbed 10 rebounds in that victory. And then, of course, tonight, Tar Heels upset number 1 Duke again. This time, much of that game without Zion Williamson, which changed everything. Second time this season, the Blue Devils have lost as a top-ranked team at home. The other one was Syracuse.
Carolina-Duke, not the only college basketball game in America tonight. Elsewhere around the sport, Villanova and Georgetown. Eric Paschal drives and the huge slam. Watch it again, surrounded by Georgetown defenders in the paint. Paschal ended with 16. Jesse Govan, the 3. Georgetown extends their lead. Under 3 to go, up 15. Villanova turns it over. Govan and brings it home with the flush. Georgetown up 17. Just about a minute to go. Govan gets the pass ahead of the play, and he will do that for you. Govan ended with 21. Georgetown wins 85-73 easy over Villanova.
LSU and Florida out of the SEC. 45 seconds to go. Gators up 64-62. Naz Reid puts up the jumper. Can't get the fall. We just stay with it. Now it's 64-all. We're going to overtime. Another overtime game for the Tigers. We're ranked 13th. Kevon Allen drills a 3 at 76-70. 20 to go. LSU down 3. Steele got possession. We're going to fire that bad boy up. No. Demont Waters can't get it to fall. Florida upsetting LSU in Baton Rouge, 82-77.
Go to Central New York, Louisville and Syracuse. Louisville had a pretty rough night from 3. They went 1 of 17 from 3 points. I guess that qualifies as pretty rough. That was in the first 28 minutes of the game. And with those misses, Syracuse able to capitalize. Of course, Carolina wasn't very good from 3. Neither was Duke tonight. Tough night from 3. Buddy Boeheim wide open for 3. Boeheim ended with 14 off the bench. 2 possessions later. Elijah Hughes ends with 18. Syracuse. This was supposed to be